Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to Cooking and Eating Adventures with Cola. If you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe down below and make sure that post notification bell is turned on all. That way you're notified every single time your girl drops a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. Hey guys, we are going into fall right now, and what other things can you cook in the fall other than soups, stews? You bake cookies, cakes, etc. So today that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making some beef chuck roast stew, kind of, something like that. Okay, we're going to be making using some beef chuck roast to make a somewhat of a stew. Once we get into the video, I'll give you some more details, but since there's nothing else left to be said, let's get this thing cracking and smacking. So this is the beef chuck pot roast, boneless. I'm not going to probably be using both pieces. I'm just going to use one. We're going to be using, I put it in the freezer just so it can get a little bit hard so it's easier to slice, but it's kind of too hard. However, this is the meat that we're going to be using. And here are some, or majority of all of the ingredients, I should say, besides the seasonings that we're going to season the meat with. So we have our red bell pepper, we have fresh jalapeno, we have some sliced onion, we have green bell pepper, and I'm not sure if I'm going to drop the carrots in or not, or if I'm just going to make them over to the side. I'm not sure yet. And also we have some potatoes somewhere around here. Okay, I forgot to cut them up, but don't worry about that. We're going to get to it. These are the ingredients that's going to go in before the potatoes. Well, the potatoes and the carrots will go in at the same time if I choose to use the carrots, but we're still out on that. Not sure if we're going to use carrots or not, but let's get started. Let's wash our meat good, season it up, and slice it, because when I'm making my stews, I always I fry mine in flour first. Okay, deep fry. We're not gonna fry it completely. We're just gonna half fry it, and then I'll show you what to do next. Meat has been washed and cleaned. Now we are just going to slice it into, decent sized pieces so that I can fry it up, and it'll be a lot easier for me to cook it and cook it quickly, so that I don't have to be doing this all night. Now that it's all cut up, let's go to work to seasoning. Some slap your mama. We're just going to use what I normally use for seasonings, okay, guys? I know that some people use, what's the name of it? Thyme, and there's another one, thyme, and they both green, and I do not like either one of them. They taste too like the forest to me, and I feel like it don't belong on. I guess it's a required taste. I remember eating some beef short ribs and someone had made, and they put those, they look like little tree branches. They put them on there, and I tasted it, and I almost had an entire fit. I was like, oh my God, what is in this meat? It tasted so bad to me. It's just not to my liking. I don't like it. I feel like that don't belong in any type of meat. I feel like it belongs only strictly in the forest, not to be put on any meat. I'm just joking, but to me, I don't like it. It's not something that I would put in any of my food. Not now, not ever, because I've already tried it and I know what it tastes like, and I do not like it at all. It's thyme, and I can't think of the other one. Dang, I wish I could think of it. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know though. I'm gonna think. Of course, we're gonna go with garlic. If I had onion powder, I would, but we're gonna put plenty of onions in it, so that will compensate for me not having the onion powder. Still haven't thought of the name of that other one. Anyhow, we're gonna use some accent. And when I season, I eyeball. I don't measure. Only time I'm measuring is if I'm like making a cake, pies, cookies, and stuff like that. But when it comes to like my food, it's all based on the taste for me. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish seasoning up this meat. We're going to season on the other side, drop it in some flour, and then pop it in some grease. And that's it. Seasoned. Now we're just going to drop it in this bag of flour right here. Have this bag of flour. We just drop the meat right on in there. And we're gonna shake it up, get it coated nice and good, and then drop it in our cast iron skillet. Oil is nice and hot. And we're not gonna cook this all the way in here. Partially. Now we can pull this out. We just only want it to half fry it, not fry it completely. This is what it looks like out. Now, all the meat that I'm using has been cooked, and what we have left is this oil in a pan. We're going to use some of this oil to make our gravy. I flour my meat because if I just felt like I don't want to make a gravy, the flour is already on the meat, so I really don't have to. But because I want to be extra, I'm going to make a gravy anyhow. So let's start working on it. We're going to just dump some of this oil from the skillet into here because we're not going to waste any oil. We're going to just use a little bit. That should be enough right there. That should be enough oil right there. Hold on. Okay. And we're just going to add a little bit of flour in here. We're going to use the flour from the bag where we dip the meat in because we're not wasting anything. We're not going to be wasteful. So. Y'all know how to make a gravy, right? Butter and flour or oil and flour, and then you just mix it till you get it to the right color of your choice. And you go from there. Just get it to the color that you like, okay? I'm gonna put one onion in here so I can be able to stir this around better because I'm using a fork, and I shouldn't be, but I've gotten it to the color that I like. I'm gonna start adding all of my onions and stuff. If you have fresh garlic, please, by all means, add it. I do have fresh garlic. I just didn't feel like peeling it, so I'm going to use garlic paste, y'all. I just really don't feel like peeling the garlic. I don't. I know I probably should, but anyway. Onions, jalapenos. Just like that. That you would add your beef stock, beef broth, okay? But I'm using water because I don't need the extra salt. And once I put my beef in here, it's gonna make its own flavor, okay? So I'm using water, but by all means you can use beef stock, beef broth. You can even use the beef cubes. You can also use chicken stock, chicken broth, whichever you may like. I'm using bottled water. All right, so I'm gonna get this seasoned up well. Basically same seasonings that I seasoned the meat with. Garlic powder. I'm gonna add my garlic paste in here. Sugar. Yes, sugar. Sugar's going in this. Okay. I'm not gonna add, actually I'm gonna add one green bell pepper now because I have two, and then I'm going to add the red one kind of later on when I add some other stuff. Okay, so let's start seasoning up this broth and get it up to a nice boil and add our garlic paste. So we have our garlic paste. Okay. A little more black pepper. More garlic powder. Probably like, that's a lot of garlic. No, it's not, trust me. I've been doing this for a long time. We're gonna add some Creole seasoning. Just a little bit. I'm not gonna add the crushed red pepper yet because I don't know how hot these jalapenos are and I don't want to make it too spicy. So yeah, let's add in our green bell peppers. I know sugar scares a lot of people, but everything in moderation. And I've been doing this for long enough to know how much to put. And it's never ever is it ever to make it sweet. It's only to bind those flavors together. I promise you, it will not be sweet. You will not taste the sugar in it at all. Zero, 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 zero. I promise. And without the sugar, it won't taste as good. I promise you that. All right, let me grab some sugar and then I'll be right back. We got our sugar. So we're just gonna eyeball how much we think we need temporarily. We can always go back and add more, but we can't take it away. So we start out with a little bit, okay? That's it for now. We're getting this up to a boil and then we'll start dropping our meat. Oh, one more thing that's important I forgot to say. I can't move left or right without this. Majority of my dishes have this in it, okay? I've been using this since my mama taught me, which has been well over 15 years. I've been using this in my stuff, so this has to go in there, okay? So we're gonna add that as well. And I'll go back and add the rest later. Now let's give this a little bit of a just like that. And it's boiling nice, so we're gonna just add our meat right on in there. Just like that. Only thing I didn't have to add in here was celery. Celery is optional, but if you have it, then of course add. The more vegetables, the better. Certain vegetables, I should say. I make stew different type of ways. Sometimes I use stewed tomato. It depends on what type of stew I'm making. If I want it to be that red brown gravy, or just a brown gravy, or just a red gravy. But this is going to be brown gravy, so no stewed tomatoes. Okay. Meat's in. And towards the end, I'll add the red bell pepper. And I'm going to actually add another onion because that wasn't enough onion for me. I like a lot of onions. I'm going to add the other onion towards the end with the red bell pepper. Okay, and then we pretty much, that's it. I'm still not sure if I want to add the carrots, but we are going to add the potatoes. Okay, we're going to add the potatoes, but I'm not sure if I want to add the carrots or not. I'm not sure about that. I might make the carrots on the side. We'll see. Just stick around and we will see. Doesn't this look delish? So this is what it looks like, and I decided I'm going to add the carrots. So we're about to add the carrots. I've already added another onion. We're going to add the carrots and the potatoes right now. Right now. Carrots. I was very undecisive on if I was going to add these carrots in there, but we're adding. Okay, carrots, and we have some seasoned potatoes going right in there, just like that. And then the red bell pepper is going to go in literally last 2 or 3 minutes. Now we're gonna let her rumble. Now we're gonna let her rumble. Rumble, baby, rumble. Let's give this a little mixity mix. Look at that meat. You just gotta let those do their thing, and then that's it. That's it, that's all. Guys, this is on its last go round, and as I said, as I promised, I would add the red bell pepper at the very last end, but I decided to add a red and a green at the very last ending. So let's drop that right on in there, just like that. Okay, and this thing is done, y'all. This thing is really done. We just got to let this cook maybe 5-10 minutes, and we are completely done. We have our colors. We have orange, white, green, red, baby. All the colors of the rainbow. No, I'm just kidding. Let me love you down. This is going to be so freaking delicious. The meat is tender already. We just letting the bell pepper cook, and that's it. Real simple, real quick. Red bell pepper, orange, carrots, green bell peppers, and the potatoes. Here we have it, guys. It's all done. Look at those colors. So freaking yummy. Green, orange, red. So yummy. I guess I would have to plate it, huh? It wouldn't be right if I didn't. All done. There you have it, guys. Our hearty fall beef stew. We have our red and green bell pepper, our onions. We have our carrots, our potatoes, and our beef. You guys, look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Great dish for the fall. It's nice and hearty. You can have this over rice. You can have this with cornbread that's baked in the oven, or you can have it with hot water fried cornbread. Baby, I want mine with hot water fried cornbread. Hot water fried cornbread over everything. Buttery, crispy, crunchy, and sweet. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Doesn't that look freaking delicious? I know you want a bite. I know you do. Yummy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Make sure you tell a friend so that friend can tell a friend, and that friend can tell a friend. Why? Because sharing is caring. Positive vibes only, guys. Be blessed. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys. Don't forget to keep God first. Be kind, exercise, and drink lots of water. Let's keep God first. Be kind, exercise, and drink lots of water. Now throw up kindness the same way you throw up confetti. Bye, guys. And don't be petty. Well, maybe sometimes. Nah, don't be petty, y'all. Don't be petty. Oh, my gosh. I cannot wait to dive into this. Until the next time on Cooking and Eating Adventures with Cola. Bye for now.